Welcome to Premia TNC's YouTube channel. Have you ever considered taking the leap and starting a business abroad? If so, Vietnam should be on your radar. As one of the fastest growing economies in the world, Vietnam offers a unique blend of opportunities that are hard to ignore. Not only is it a burgeoning tech hub, but it also boasts a welcoming culture, low cost of living, and competitive wages, making it an ideal location for entrepreneurs. Despite the challenges posed by global events like COVID-19, Vietnam has continued to thrive, offering a fertile ground for businesses to grow. With the right approach, your venture could become a major success story in this vibrant market. In this video, we'll walk you through everything you need to know about how to open a company in Vietnam, from the legal requirements to the practical steps that will set you on the path to success. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting out, this guide will help you navigate the ins and outs of establishing your business in this exciting country. Before you begin your journey into Vietnam company setup, you should do your research. Most experts argue you should come to Vietnam first as a tourist and try to understand and immerse yourself in the culture for at least a month before you open the company. Nowadays, most of Vietnamese people could speak English as well as it is in other Asian countries such as Thailand, India, Hong Kong, or China. To do a Vietnam company setup, you must decide what business you will pursue before you open your company, and then apply for those specific business lines, and only some of those are open to foreigners. Your business must also have an initial capital investment that matches the business lines you've applied for. The level of capital investment required is evaluated by the local business and planning departments on a case-by-case basis. Be aware that once you have committed to a specific business line and initial capital investment, you must do capital contribution within 90 days of being granted your business license. Personal connections in Vietnam are very important. Laws can also be interpreted in different ways depending on who is applying and in what part of the country. You are more likely to succeed if you have a reputable lawyer who can vouch for you. These are not easily found on Google. You will often find lawyers, accountants, and other key people through personal recommendations or friendships you make with other foreign business people in Vietnam. If you do attempt to make your application on your own, be aware that the application will be completely in Vietnamese and that it requires endless amounts of paperwork. The first step, as your lawyers will no doubt advise you, is to apply for your investment registration certificate. This is a certificate granting you the ability to invest in Vietnam. Any business with foreign direct investment, regardless of the percentage, must have an IRC. Your application must include a certain amount of capital investment and copies of bank statements showing that you have this amount of money in your bank account. Generally, you must also include copies of your passport. If you are setting up the company in partnership with someone else, then you must also decide on how the company will be split up, whether it will be 50/50ths, 60/40ths, or for instance 80/20ths. The business lines of the partnership company is also an issue to be aware of, as it will determine your maximum rate of your capital in joint venture. Absolutely, your lawyer will be the one to tell you about it before making joint venture. The next step is to apply for an enterprise registration certificate. This step is easy once you have got your IRC and generally only takes 1 week for approval. The IRC grants you the right to invest in Vietnam. The ERC grants you the right to use that investment to establish a company and complete your Vietnam company formation. You will need your ERC to apply for your company stamp, company sign, and to open a company bank account in Vietnam. The next stage, once you have your ERC, is to apply for visas to enable you to stay in the country long term. First, let's discuss the business visa, which is the second most popular visa issued by the Vietnamese government. The business visa is divided into two main types, DN1 and DN2. A DN1 visa is granted to foreigners who have work-related duties and responsibilities with businesses and organizations that are legally recognized in Vietnam. This visa ensures compliance with the governing laws of the country. On the other hand, the DN2 visa is for those intending to establish a commercial presence or entity in Vietnam. This visa is aligned with international treaties to which Vietnam is a party. It's important to note that business visas can be issued as either single entry or multiple entry, depending on the needs of the traveler. For those planning to stay in Vietnam for more than 3 months, it's advisable to secure an investor or working visa instead. Next, we have the investor visa, which is specifically designed for foreign investors who have stakes in businesses or organizations in Vietnam. This visa is categorized into 4 types based on the level of capital contribution. The DT1 visa is granted to foreign investors with a capital contribution of at least 100 billion Vietnamese dong. This visa is valid for up to 5 years. The DT2 visa is issued to those with a capital contribution of under 100 billion Vietnamese dong, and it is also valid for up to 5 years. For investors contributing under 50 billion Vietnamese dong, the DT3 visa is available, with a validity period of up to 3 years. Lastly, the DT4 visa is for investors with a contribution of less than 3 billion Vietnamese dong. This visa is valid for up to 12 months. Finally, let's talk about the working visa, which is for foreigners who have professional obligations with established organizations or companies in Vietnam. Working visas are classified into 2 types, LD1 and LD2. The LD1 visa is for foreigners who possess a work permit exemption certificate. Unless otherwise covered by international treaties to which Vietnam is a member. The LD2 visa, on the other hand, is granted to foreigners who secure a work permit in Vietnam. Both types of working visas are valid for up to 2 years, providing ample time for professionals to fulfill their duties within the country. Opening a company in Vietnam offers a wealth of opportunities in a rapidly growing market. Whether you choose to establish a limited liability company, a joint stock company, or another type of business entity, understanding the legal requirements and local regulations is crucial to your success. Navigating these complexities can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone. At Premia TNC, we specialize in guiding entrepreneurs and investors through every step of the process, from choosing the right company structure to ensuring full compliance with Vietnamese laws. Our experienced team is here to make your business journey in Vietnam as smooth and efficient as possible. Don't let the intricacies of company formation hold you back. Reach out to Premia TNC today and let us help you turn your business vision into reality in Vietnam.